YouTube. I actually am posting this video as a response to a video that was done by LDS Prepper. He's a guy that I can't tell what state he's from, but he's run this new video series that actually kind of intrigued me to go ahead and do my own. Where basically he takes and walks outside and just switches his power off to his house and runs his electricity through mainly his battery bank. He uses a generator in some instances, turns his gas off, turns his water off, and says, "Hey, let's see what's gonna happen." And this actually inspired me a little bit because in one phase, this has been a backup plan, but at the same time, it kind of inspired me to see how this would actually work out for me. This video series is gonna go just like his over 8 days, and we're gonna, the one difference is basically their electricity here was never on. This has always been a secondary power plant. It doesn't really replace electrical, but immediately when I started my project, I had to limit my power usage, and obviously, sweet upgrades like a TV and PlayStation, Xbox, surround sound, all those things came to me a little bit later on, and I love the fact that I have those upgrades, but not everyone has that luxury. So I'm posting this video kind of as a response to what he did, but at the same time kind of give it more so of a practical application of what could most likely happen. Not too long ago, most of us remember where we had a big collapse, and some families are still going through it where they've lost their $175,000 or $280,000 homes, and they've had to move back in, or they've had to sell some property and go back into their older original home, or even more so, they went back and decided to move in with family. Not necessarily bad things, but for the ones that don't even have that as options, I've made this somewhat of a backup plan. This home was given to me, inherited to me when my dad passed away. Everything that I've had that's been sent here, I've just been kind of experimenting with, and I haven't truthfully been here every day of the week. I come here on the weekends, and at the most, I used to have a recliner that I would sit in and basically take naps, play games, do movies. I had a little futon in this corner, but since then we've moved to an apartment, and I'm here every weekend, but not here that often to say that I'm 100% off the grid and living that way. And that's where I want to set up this experiment and actually kind of give my personal perspective on how that would work. This home is not a very big home. This is the living area. As I said before, we were remodeling this house. It's a little messy because 3 guys come out here every weekend and play games. But it's been used mainly as storage. I mean, you have tires here for my car. You have food, just some food. It's not a lot. It's just the storage. It's like I said, this was a backup plan just in case anything were to happen. For instance, you lose your job, you lose your title. I don't know, maybe you're on the run for some reason. Anything were to happen, you have a backup plan. My calendar hasn't been filled out in a while, but anyway, the gist of the experiment is basically to let someone see if they're ready, if they're prepared to live without the luxuries that you normally would have while being able to work. And I'm taking this week as a vacation to actually do this for you guys. My video is gonna be probably very interesting, so hopefully you guys subscribe. It's just coming in. This is something that I normally do. I usually turn the AC or the fans on, the Xbox. But minute I'm gonna be here for a week, I'm gonna test this system. Over the week, I haven't had much power running from this thing. Let's look at where we are. We're 12.9 volts here. Pretty full. Pretty full on both battery banks. We have a small one that I built and a large one. The small one was the original battery bank until I realized I wasn't using batteries that were recommended for off-grid use. I was using Marine Deep Cycle, but they're commercially classified as so, and basically they sold more batteries by saying the plates are thicker than batteries from a car, but they're not truly deep cycle compared to the golf cart type or GC2 or GC8, GC12. if you guys are familiar. But anyway, most of my knowledge comes from this project that I've been running. A lot has come from YouTube. It's not much that I can't